Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my reaction to Milo Murphy's Law, episode 2. So yeah, we're doing only one episode again this week, unfortunately, because time snuck up on me, and I thought I had an extra hour. Basically, I thought I had another hour to get stuff done, and I don't. I'm leaving in less than an hour for my church Bible study stuff, and yeah. I have to kind of get this done, and I can't do more than one episode because of it. But I feel this show is actually going to work better for like one episode at a time. I just feel like it has that kind of setup for it. So yeah, Milo Murphy's Law. Last time we had our first episode, and it was good. I feel like this could easily be one of those shows, though, that falls under the trap of repetitiveness. I was mentioning this with my Asobi Asobase reaction today as well. But repetitiveness, while not necessarily causing the show to be bad or the episodes themselves, can cause a decline in interest in, well, watching the show. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't get too bad, and that it changes things up enough. And again, considering it is by the creators of Phineas and Ferb, I'm hoping that they'll be able to shake things up in a meaningful way. Because Phineas and Ferb definitely did that, even though it had pretty formulaic idea to it as well. But either way, yeah, I know nothing about what's to come with this series at all. So we're just going to get on with this. I have nothing else to say. I have no other thoughts going into this, so let's just begin. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so this was another good episode, and I think I even enjoyed it to a point more than the first one. We had a song in this one about Weird Al, well, Weird Al singing it, about Milo cheering for the other team, which in turn brought the bad luck on the team he was cheering for, which allowed their team to actually win. But in the process, he did actually break his thumb. He did get a legitimate injury. It's minor enough as a thumb, but still. And the second episode, of course, we had this school project. We met the teacher, who is interesting. She loves her desk. Reminds me of that Dragon Ball Z Abridged episode with King Yenma and his love for his mahogany desk. Mahogany. Yeah, but they're doing this project all about gravity and inertia and shit, and basically they have to drop an egg off of the roof of the school and try to keep it intact. So they're doing all these kinds of different things to, like, using parachutes and whatnot. And Milo, Zach, and Melissa, our main three, are coming up with this idea to make it work for pretty much every, like, possible thing that could happen. Because, you know, Milo. I still don't know why Milo was on top of the roof, why he was dropping it. It should have been Zach and Melissa, just to be safe, but whatever. Because it all worked out. Because even though the thing went all over the city, it still kept the egg intact until DOG ate it. And they got the egg. They did it. We also found out a little bit more about Melissa in this episode because of that. We found out that Melissa takes her grades very seriously to the point where it kind of identifies her. Like, it's kind of like this big deal. We also find out that she's against egg puns. I don't know about other puns, but she's against egg puns. And that's disappointing because I love puns. I've always been a huge fan of puns. So They're simultaneously hilarious and cringy, and I love it. But yeah, I would still say, as of this point, that it's keeping it interesting enough. It definitely didn't do it in quite the same way as episode one did with bad luck and everything. We also met Milo's parents, apparently. His mother let DOG in, and his father crashed his bike and everything. So yeah, that was interesting. And I do wonder, do his parents actually have the bad luck too, or was that just like a side effect of Milo being there still? That is a curious thing to wonder. We saw Milo's room, and I love his bed layout. Like, again, the bed above the desk. I've seen those in real life, and they're always just so cool to me. So it's like I liked that as well. There was a lot of just fun stuff that was built in this episode that was that was just built up and developed for us, you could say, in a way. So I really appreciated that. And yeah, I had fun with it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was good. Um, and so far, I would say Melissa's probably my favorite character, and not just because she's cute. I actually really like her sassy attitude. Just the snark she has when she's talking to other students. Um, like when she's talking to the one nerdy guy, it's like, I eat eggs for breakfast. That's like, yeah, we all do. Like that was really funny. She's just a joy. She's really just a joy to watch. And I just really like her character. I like Zach and Milo too, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. For some reason, I always do tend to gravitate towards the female characters. Um, for some reason, I just always tend to like them a little more. And that's not always the case, but a lot of the time. Um, it's definitely not always the case. Either way, I did enjoy this episode, both parts of it, and I really am excited to see what we have next week. So far, it's definitely not reached the point where it's gotten boring to me. But tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles,